All right, well, America's opioid epidemic is unrelenting, and as politicians grapple with how to manage this crisis, one industry is proving increasingly susceptible to the perils of opioid addiction. In the meantime, here to discuss is Yahoo Finance's Adriana Belmonte. So, Adriana, you reviewed a note from Barclays. They had some, we could say interesting, I would say troubling findings on the effects that opioids have across industries.
Yeah, so construction workers are 6 times more likely to suffer from opioid addiction, which is really startling. And it went a little bit deeper into that. They found that construction workers are, about 15% of them have a substance abuse disorder versus the national average, which is 8.6%. So that's almost double. And then for opioids, they account for 20% of prescription drug spending for construction workers, which is about 5 to 10% more than other industries. So it kind of just shows how there's a huge problem going on right now, and it's just kind of growing. And the instinct is to think that this is from physical labor, but the more questions I asked, it became clear that it's a little bit deeper than that.
So are any construction companies dealing with this issue for their workers? Are they taking it head on?
Yeah, so they're very aware of the problem. There is one website in particular, they have a whole page devoted to resources for people with opioid addiction who work in the construction industry. And what they're trying to do is have more of a conversation about it. They don't want these workers to fear any retribution. They want them to, to recognize the signs in other employees and be more open about it, because every single person I talk to, they stress that safety is, paramount to their business. Like, that is the #1 priority, and it's just so important. But they also want their workers to be healthy.
But that sounds great in theory, but as the expression goes, if you're reading this, it's too late. Like, sure, a page on a website, it can be somewhat helpful for people to help identify it, but if you think about even construction workers and their cohort, they're already too busy working on their own project. They're not like, let me think about how I can help my colleague over here who's struggling right now and who didn't show up to work for 3 days. What do you think realistically is something that, whether it's policy or whether it's individual lawmakers who are basically attacking Purdue and a lot of these pharma companies, what do you think is the most feasible solution at this point?
One person I talked to, they said it's, and no pun intended here, but she said it's the construct of the industry. So it's more the fundamentals within there, where they're working super long hours, and a lot of them are contractors, so they might not have health insurance. Right. And again, it is the physical labor, but like I said, it goes deeper than that. They're working these long hours. They don't have as much time to deal with their health issues. And then, they become reliant on painkillers and, other forms of substance abuse as well. And then that's what's creating this whole problem.
All right, Adriana Belmonte, final round debut. Congratulations. Yeah. Welcome to the team.
Have you been on all of them now?
Almost.
Okay.
Right.
Come back soon.
Yeah, we'll have you back when you're not clipping our show. Which we appreciate.